Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Janie SP.
Hey, it's me, Janie SP, and I'm playing Geonox, the Memory.
I'm also joined by Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and I wasn't given time to come up with this. You didn't say the order. And I'm playing Sohoy, the Chosen One.
I'm
I know,
also
that's why I was keeping things simple today.
I'm also joined by Zeiston.
Hello, I'm Zeiston, and Radical took the thing I was going to say as a joke.
And I'm also...
playing,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm playing Zeiston, the discarded. Yeah.
And I'm also joined by Crystal and Kitsune.
Does anyone ever notice that I always go last? Always. Every time. Hi, I'm Crystalline Kitsune, and I am playing Lara the Mystic. And apparently I always go last. Always.
I think it's because I mostly base it by do that, and I kind of figure, I'll end up with me, and you just have to be sharing that frame. But also, yeah, I realized as soon as I started doing the intro, I never gave you guys the order I was going to go in.
No, you didn't.
Like that was totally a goof on my part.
I mean, I don't really mind. It's just you got into the habit of it, so I had to razz you a little over it.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Like I'm trying to do it just to be, like, so you guys aren't there. I mean, it's better than it used to be, where I had expected everyone to just introduce themselves.
God, that was bad.
Yeah. So because now I just prompt you guys to do that. But anyways,
like you're stepping on over someone, like.
And he used to have a script for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm glad that was
briefly
short-lived.
for like 2 episodes.
Oh, it was
no,
longer.
That wasn't this game. That was
older games. It was like much the same way we introduced it now, but it was just a set order and everything.
That was back when we were doing 5e.
Yeah. Either way, it worked. We have a better format now, but today we're still playing Interstitial Logos. Getting close to the end here now, so we're in the game. But updates. Still plugging for the new Champions Bond playtest game. We should be having another session this Sunday, barring any scheduling conflicts. That will be showing up on our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/talesacross. This Friday, the other part of the last episode should be going up on YouTube. So if you're following us on there, that's when that should be going up. I'm going to try to be better about getting those actually out on time, instead of me scrambling at the last minute while I'm at work and on my breaks trying to get that together. But yes, I think that's about it on the announcements. It's not in the show notes for the live thing, but it will be in there afterwards. But I'm going to add a link to a Kickstarter my friend is running. He makes handcrafted wood gaming paraphernalia. He's doing a dice box Kickstarter right now. His stuff is really good. He's got some really cool stuff. I'm getting her a box known as the Goblin Hoarder. I bet you can tell what that's going to be a lot of. A lot of little shiny click-clack math rocks.
Oh, I should grab my new click-clacks.
You mean
show people?
You can show them afterwards, but you mean these ones? Yes. So I'll put a link in this afterwards, though, because I didn't think to do that until just now.
Oh, this.
Yep. So that out of the way. Last time, I'm going to be going over this very high level thing, so I don't try to give exposition that I didn't actually give, because I only managed to get through half the episode today. I got a stomach bug yesterday, so I'm still kind of a little out of it today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine, health wise, but I'm just it's just still you get knocked down. It takes you a bit to get back up again. So
yeah,
because nothing got to keep you down.
Well, enough thumb thumping. Last time we opened with after a brief interlude of Zeiston trying to fly his way through the tower instead of taking the stairs, only to be countered by the tower's laser defense grid. you ended up in a large boss chamber where the forgotten trio of Xitrix, Nell, and Helen confronted you guys. After a brief lay-into of Zeistend, Lara proceeded to sass Xitrix into fighting her one-on-one, while the rest of you continued upward. A brief fight later, Lara eventually asked Xitrix, why does she care? Ultimately opening the floodgates and breakdown in an emotional way that I was not prepared for as the GM. Which is honestly an awesome thing. Like, to be that surprised by your own, like, the NPCs in your own game, like, that is a beautiful moment as a GM. It's like, that is quintessential play to see what happens. But, ultimately leading to we left them with a hug and Helen shutting up Nell before she makes some sort of comedic comment about the whole thing. Meanwhile, the rest of your group ended up on a narrow bridge where the Forgotten Master was waiting to stop you. He tried, unlike Xitrix, who said, "Well, my grudge is with this one. We can chase after the rest of them later." Forgotten Master was trying to stop you, but Janox managed to distract him long enough that, and when it came time down for the epic duel of ultimate destiny between the two, Janox managed to convince him that that maybe he wasn't going things about right, and revealed to him his long forgotten name of Polaris, after which the Forgotten Master took down his hood, revealing his true identity as kind of similar to I'm blanking on his name. I could see the face in Ericus. Thank you. I was like, I even made a joke about it when I was building my FF14 character. Like, I chose the hair that I best described as Ericus hair. But anyways, and ultimately, redeemed him, doing awesome, cool things. And that brings us to our dwindling group of Zeistend, Sohoy, and Millen, scurrying up this really far too tall tower. Like, you saw this from the outside. You can't be this tall, but still you climb. Zeistend probably being still winded.
Yeah. Just constantly complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Are we there yet?
God damn, I hate these stairs.
You come up onto a diamond shape. That's the shape. Diamond shaped platform. With there's bridges connecting it from all sides. One to your left and right are just lead up to a stained glass window, depicting a silhouette of Ansem the Wise and King Mickey, or at least this world's version of it. So Mickey looks a little more CGI than normal.
God, it's hideous.
I mean, it's not like first V1 Sonic here.
I mean, have you seen the Disney movies? It's a little bit of that. just a tad more photorealistic.
But yeah,
no, it's like the Lion King. We got like a freaking actual mouse that can emote.
Let's not go down that road. Let's
okay.
Not go down that road. Anyways, and across from you see another doorway with, of course, more stairs. And walking away from it is Master Leonal. Actually, no, wait. I had this in my head. Retcon that. You see a robed figure. Screw it. It is Master Leonal. You just see him turned away from you in hunched, bent over. Looks like reading from a book. And as you enter the room, you hear him reading from it aloud. Once the apprentice of the lost rises up to face the darkened star. Once the keeper of darkness follows the example of their old friend. Once the undying ember faces the one they owe their existence to, though they desire their destruction. Once the adrift without anchor shatters their chains trying to regret prophecy. the tyrant of light shall claim their crown. And he turns and closes the Lux logos with that classic, it's the book shut that is, strangely carries throughout the entire thing. Like, it almost echoes. Like he closes it and that is all there is to say on it. And as he turns to face you three.
All right, well, as soon as he does that, Tyson's going to have a chain gauntlet clothesline coming his way.
Okay. Subdue or intent?
Intent, I think.
Okay, roll plus your dark light.
Okay.
I should just start calling it black light because that's just edgy enough for him.
I mean, that's fair.
8.
Alright, you get to choose one from the Strike with Intent list.
Yes, let me open that up.
Defend yourself from harm, deal great harm, or take control of the situation.
Choose one. I think we're going to cause great harm.
Okay, yeah, you smack him back. I mean, you send him flying back, but he kind of, he has not had a good day from you guys. He really hasn't. He got blasted out of the building. Now he just got, he got Zeiston punched.
I am tired of you talking.
I was going to write down all the identities of everyone again, but came too fast and came and left too fast again.
Sorry. But, okay, since you did not pick take control of the situation or defend yourself from harm, he just kind of, as he kind of pulls himself up, he just casts his hand out, and suddenly chains of light just pin you up against the side of against one of the walls above the door you just came out of.
You bastard, you're taking my thing.
He kind of dusts himself off. Silence. It is not yet your time, adrift without anchor.
My time when I don't feel like it's my time.
So eager to fulfill his role. He turns and looks up.
Are you really that sorry. You're really that desperate to brainwash yourself more, man?
I am not brainwashed. I am doing everything I can to save this world. But as according to the prophecy, he points over to Sohoi. You must rise to face the darkened star. Okay, O apprentice of the lost. The hallowed hungers, and I am sure that you do not wish it to descend upon this place. After all, the Somnium Sepulchre, the grave of dreams. It is a backup, so to speak, of the worlds lost to the hallowed. It is why it is drawn here. It wishes to finish the work it has begun.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, it will not.
Backup.
A copy. A dream that yearns to become reality once more.
This is a Janox thing, isn't it?
He pauses for a moment, and he's like, possibly. I'll admit that was. He paused. He kind of stops again for a moment, like he's finding it weird. That was Polaris. That was his That was his gift.
Did my character, like, was he here before all this, or is this the first time he's doing it? If he racks his memories,
Like, what do you like?
was Silas in the Somnium Sepulchre?
Yes,
before
you were trained here. This is the place you were trained in.
Okay, and I'm assuming I either didn't know or didn't really know who Leonal was.
Yeah.
Before the whole thing happened.
Yeah, if you're familiar with Birth by Sleep, it was kind of the similar relationship at the start of that Ericus had with Xehanort.
Yeah,
like there was definitely
maybe he showed up once or twice, but
there was some animosity between the two of them, but I
fundamentally knew basically nothing.
Yeah,
he was a person that showed up sometimes.
Yeah,
like I was like 10 at the time. This seems pretty normal, to be honest.
Yeah. What were we saying, Jane?
Oh, I was just making a bad joke. And one who knows nothing can understand nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Jon Snowing
Poor
aside,
Sohoy, losing all his knowledge.
So yes, he kind of like surprised that. I guess he stopped. No matter. And then he looks over to Millen.
Mm-hmm.
As I pull up the prophecy that he has memorized, but I don't. Keeper of Darkness.
Copy paste it.
You need to, and I would advise you to follow the example of your old friend. You don't want him to face it alone, do you?
I'll be back in the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine.
Since I'm not in this scene.
Yep. Millen kind of... I'm sorry, did I hear what you said there, Zyson?
Oh, I said, God, you blab so much. And he's trying to hit the chains that are buying him with his chains.
Okay, I'm gonna have you push through stress. Because there's not a specific move for this.
Hello?
Oh, okay, we're back. Sorry.
All right.
We lost you for a bit.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. So, anyways, I said for your the answer, you're gonna be pushed. It's gonna be pushed through stress, and let me take a look. Try to get a closer look at your links. Why are you streaming? I don't want to view the preview. That is just a waste of my bandwidth. All right, you're gonna have to roll with your dark links.
All right, so just one.
Yep, roll +1.
All right. That's my dark anyway, so.
I thought your dark was higher, honestly.
It was, but I think we've been changing things as Zyson's been growing.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 5. I need a 7 to make that better.
Yep.
I could spend a link. Would anyone else like to donate a link?
What are you at? You were at 5, and you needed what? 2 more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can spend a link. I can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the Janox link for now.
Well, first I need to know what link Zyson is spending, because unlike the rest of you, his has to be relevant to the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll spend the Master and Leonal link.
Fair enough.
Now, this is me just going, shut the fuck up. I am disavowing you. You are no longer a master.
Was he ever your master?
No, but it's a mastery link, so.
Yeah. You have nothing more to learn from him?
Yeah.
I'm restarting my phone a second, honey, because
Okay.
all my apps are going haywire.
Okay.
Like even Google.
And if he needs one more, I will expend a link as well.
All right.
No, we should be good now.
All right, if you're good, sweet, thank you.
Yep. So
My links are my wife, so.
also, Jane, could you roll for your starter session move?
Oh, for hold, I should probably roll my hold. Yes.
Yes.
It's with my highest, right?
I don't remember. I never remember this.
Yeah, don't worry. We both forget. So I'm pretty sure it's my highest.
Roll with your highest links, yeah.
Cool.
And it's not minus. This one actually isn't -1, so it is just your highest links, max 4.
All right, 9. I have one hold, I believe.
You actually get you're actually getting 2 hold.
Oh, it's a 2 on the 9. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, because you get you have I see 4 light links on you, so that's your max. So, anyways, what link is Sohoy spending?
I'm gonna spend the Janox link. I'm prioritizing the stuff that's locked, hoping to get it back.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you get to pick one of the choices on Push Through Stress. Succeed at what you are attempting, take +1 forward, ask a question about the scene, or gain an advantageous position.
Well, I guess succeed at what I'm attempting. Like.
Yeah. All right. So you managed to break 3, but you kind of land on the walkway, but I am going to be a little harsher on this one because it's still a mixed success, and I hate how that move is written, that you get everything you want on a 7+. Mm-hmm. So, right now your chains are kind of in disarray. It's going to take you time to get them working again.
All right. So I'm just going to run in and punch this guy.
Okay. Because you're just punching, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I have to give it to you. You have that stupid, the dark makes you strong. You count as a small gang. Alright.
Yep.
I was going to take you away from the ability to strike with intent.
Okay. Sohoy is actually, Silas is probably doing his is probably actually going to enjoin battle with his best. Is getting his blade out.
Oh well, I rolled a 5, so obviously I'm not as good as fighting without my chain. So
yeah. He just kind of sidesteps. He kind of does like those little like you punch him, and it just kind of dissolves into light as he just appears behind you, just chops you in the back of the neck. You take 1 harm, and you fall down to the ground, paralyzed temporarily. I said you would get your moment in due time. Patience is a virtue you lack. He kind of looks up to you. Please. He kind of steps aside and offers you and Millen the way forward.
Maybe I should spend some time being here and beating the crap out of you first.
Oh no, this guy's mine now.
I'll bite your legs off.
All right. Fine. I'll keep going up, I guess.
Millen kind of nods and just kind of like, wherever you're going, I'm following.
Oh, he's like overheating bad. Feel it.
All right. I'm gonna get my way forward. But as I pass Zeiston, I'm going to try to cast a spell.
Sorry about the echoing there. We're trying to figure out some audio issues.
Yes.
Trying to
Okay.
figure out some phone issues. Overheating so badly.
And you resetted it, right?
Yeah, I restarted it.
It feels like this is more like heat that's built up because you were probably having it like the screen on all day and it was also still plugged in charging.
Okay.
So
it's
probably
not
built
plugged
up
in or
some heat.
charging right now.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Anyways,
But now, like,
so what
apps
spell?
aren't even open.
What spell do you want to cast?
I mean, it's gonna be blue magic, so, but it's gonna be one of the ones regained with my memories.
Okay.
But I guess I'll roll for it, and I'll say what it is. Or should I say what it is first?
Describe it so I can kind of just set the scenes. Like you're still casting the spell. It's just what happens with the spell.
Yeah.
Kind of.
As I walk by, I sort of I tap the sort of the ground with my keyblade next to Zeiston, and like a little thing of feathers, kind of
Going for Angel
reigns
Whisper
over him with a work sound.
Choco Cure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
All right, cool.
Email
That
can't
is the
even
best
stay
cure.
open.
Oh,
That's
sweet! It's a
fantastic.
9. I'm actually gonna spend Zeiston's link to make it a
Okay.
10. So, I didn't bring up my book yet. Hold on.
See, this is a mastery roll.
Okay, honey, I'm gonna try to shut this off a second.
All right, if you want, the plug is over hanging by the screen. If you want to switch over to that.
It's always on my recent files because I open it up every week.
Where is it?
Basic moves.
So you see it dangling from the front of the box there.
Cast magic.
behind
All
the
right, this
shoe.
is gonna heal 1 harm, no unintended consequences, and I guess the semi-permanent condition is it gets him up. It cures his
Yeah,
his paralysis.
So it says it heals 1 harm. No unintended
No
consequence.
unintended consequences.
And yeah, I'll fit. Like whatever the choice is, you can just say it gets him up and going again.
Yeah, it gets him up and going again.
So yeah. And so as they walk up, Zeiston kind of.
Shit. I need a new phone case now.
Well, it should still be able to kind of click into place. Worry about it. We'll worry about it after we're done.
Shush. Go.
Okay. So yeah, Zeiston, you heal 1 harm, which is good because I didn't mark the 1 harm you took, so it evens out.
Neither did I, so.
and you kind of rouse yourself from the ground, and Leonal sighs, and it's like, and so the adrift without anchor, the one who abandoned their purpose, shall shatter their chains, trying to reject prophecy. So as it written, so shall it be. And he ponders...
I stop before the thing, and I kind of give him this look.
I'm gonna need
like,
a new phone case.
But I leave. But Silas still leaves. Silas gives him this look like, really? And then he leaves.
All right, Zeiston, you are invigorated and roaring. What do you do?
Yeah.
Leonal has conjured forth his Keyblade.
Well, I'm going to say, well, the thing is, I'm not rejecting whatever prophecy this is. I'm just rejecting your version of it. And he's going to summon his chains and kind of like stiffen it to kind of be like a Keyblade.
Chain sword.
I mean,
Leonal just has
you're not wrong.
Leonal just like raises one eyebrow, looking at you, and just gives you a look like, really?
Yeah, this doesn't work. And he's going to separate the chains and the quote-unquote Keyblade and send them forth at him.
All right. Roll to strike with intent there.
All right.
I'm gonna be.
That's fine. That's fine. This is his duel. His duel.
It's time to dance.
Also, it's the combo breaker.
Another 5.
Gosh dang it, Zeiston.
Yeah, I know. My rolls are shit today.
Apparently.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. But
See, like,
mark
yeah, I guess
experience.
that's 2. Yeah. I'm
He
almost at level.
He kind of spins his keyblade and just kind of points it out your chains and twists, and suddenly all the links in your chains launching towards him unlock. And there's just this kind of tinkle to the ground. I hope you had more creativeness than that.
No, I do. As a chain comes out of the ground under him.
Woo!
All right, I guess I'll try to roll mastery again.
Why are you rolling with mastery?
Sorry, not mastery. With intent.
Yeah. Which is the one that does not use mastery.
Yeah, I would like it to roll mastery because that's my best stat right now. Oh my god, a 4!
It looks like life is about that.
I am going to increase my dark by 1.
What the hell?
I also have to laugh that, on those 5s, you could have just dealt yourself harm to have taken +2.
I know. I figured this was like the big fight, so I wanted to save that.
He just you rise up, and again, he just does the same little, dissolves into light, and he just behind you this time, and this time he's not just incapacitating you, he's slamming you in hard with his keyblade, sending you flying over to the, again, against the wall. He just likes you against the wall, I guess.
All we know is he's another brick in the wall.
As you kind of are pulling yourself out of the Zeiston shape indentation, he just taunts. Also, take one harm from that. Just FYI. And
Okay.
he just like, you are simple-minded, rash, hedonistic, and just overall boring.
Oof.
Ah, shit, I apparently already took the increase my dark +1. What can we do here?
Oh dang! I forgot. You know when I had you roll push through stress? You could have rolled because of your Walker and Twilight. You could have used light links instead, which is your best links.
Yeah.
You don't forget. You can take also one of the advanced, because you're already taking those things. You can take the universal advance moves.
Yeah, I'm actually just opening the book up so I can read what those are again.
Yep.
The fancy sheet does not give me the details of what those are.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. Interesting. All right. Advanced moves. Here we are. Alright. Lingering Will, what's this do?
You have a lot of noise on your.
It's alright.
You hearing okay, dear?
I'm hearing fine.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, now I'm not hearing anything.
But yes, that's because no one else.
Nobody's
is doing
making any noises, so
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
you're good.
I think I'm going to gain strength because
Okay.
a once per session 10 is
Mm-hmm. The U-shaped hole, the U-shaped indentation in the wall fills you with determination.
Okay, yeah. So basically, he was telling me all my faults.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why people love me. I say as I'm going to use that gain strength to attack him again.
All right. What link are you spending?
Uh,
Oh crap! Connection issue.
just for you. Okay, just kidding.
All right. I did not hear anything.
I will spend the. Hello.
Yeah, I think we're back.
Okay, I'm gonna spend Robin Hood because he hasn't done anything for me lately.
All right. Spend link.
Yeah, I ordered this one.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So what do you pick from the move, and how does it look like when you give him a rebuttal with with whatever you use?
All right, so I'm slammed into the wall, but while in the wall, I'm going to gather like all the raw metallic metals that like around me, like in the planet, like, and just kind of slam them through the wall like meteors.
Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to dial that back a little bit here. I'm sorry.
Right.
You're not gonna be able to do a ferrokinetic spirit bomb.
That's fair.
But what I do say is while he's focused on you, you kind of all those open links are still metal. You can still manipulate them. So you concentrate them into one. You concentrate those into basically a giant hunks of metal, and you just hurl them down at them. So, what two options do you pick from Strike with Intent?
All right, we are going to have, I guess, take control of the situation.
Okay.
And let's see. Strike with Intent. All right. I guess this will defend myself from harm.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of skids back. You don't you deal stamina damage to him. Like he doesn't get smacked by them. Mm-hmm. But his he's.
I mean, if you're striking with intent, it says that you deal damage and do these things.
I'm saying story-wise, like Kingdom Hearts doesn't always show you physically taking wounds from the hits.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay.
You're still dealing the damage, but it's just not it's not narratively that you actually have given him a concussion. So.
Yeah. People can take a lot of beatings in Kingdom Hearts verse.
Yeah. So it's like he blocks it enough that he survives, but not that he you clearly affected him. I'm just delineating the difference between causing great harm versus the normal harm here. So.
Okay.
So he's not even winded, but he did get a few of them
he's
pumped into him.
Yeah. He's winded. He's a little winded. He's just like. So what do you say after that, Zyson?
Yeah, this is when Zyson pulls himself out of the crater and says, "Didn't see that one coming, did you, bastard?"
No, I did not. But it's too late. You've done it. The last step. He kind of holds up the book and it starts glowing in with light. And he shouts, "Hearts liberated in darkness." Hearts liberated from darkness. God, that is two very different sentences there.
Yeah, no.
I command you, crown the rightful heir to the heir and to the tyrant of the tyranny of light. And the light kind of erupts from it and forms like a. Okay, I'm going to cross my video game references here. You know how the Triforce kind of looks, like the floating, yeah, it's like that, but it's the Kingdom Hearts crown.
Okay.
And it just flares, and it just descends floating in front of him. And Leonal reaches out his hand to touch it. And he does.
Does he become a boat?
What?
Does he become a boat?
What is No, he does not become a boat!
So, yeah,
I know what you're referencing, but...
What? Even better, he could become a goat.
Depends on which Zelda you're talking about. And nothing happens.
I mean, if we're talking about the same Zelda, it's the same part. It's the same picture.
What, is that it? I was expecting like some flashy thing, maybe a monster transformation.
He kind of keeps touching it, and it's like, I am the heir. I am the ascendant. You should be crowning me now. And you hear an ethereal voice come from the crown. You are not the ascendant.
All that hard work. And what does it get you? Jack and shit.
We cut away from Zyson's taunting to Millen and Sohoy taking a quick breather just because it's a lot of frickin' stairs. You're almost there, but
Sohoy is probably Silas is probably a lot better than Millen. Spent a very large amount of time just running around everywhere, all the way up trees, down trees for half a decade.
Yeah.
So Millen probably has to stop. And Silas is just like, oh, okay.
No, it's not just the stairs. They don't help. He kind of pulls out the Book of Prophecy that he's guarding. It's like, this thing. Why does it even exist?
I mean, I guess these were made by our masters, probably. Whatever that Ansem and Mickey dude is.
Yeah. Oh
no
crap!
idea
I forgot a line. He was Leonal was supposed to say. You know, I'll drop it later. I'll drop it later. I just remember a line that Leonal was supposed to drop before the fight started.
For the moment.
Okay.
But it's just like, but I mean, look what it did to Leonal. And like, you know, after seeing what our original master did, sometimes the price isn't worth it. These were meant to be the ultimate, like the final. I don't even know. These are basically supposed to be the thing to do when all hope is lost. But even then, it's like, is it really that? Is it ever really that hopeless that something like that is better?
I don't know. I don't know what they knew. What did the whoever made these books know that we don't?
I don't think
they know anything.
I don't think they did.
What?
The Hollowed was a new thing. It just happened. And maybe they were looking for the easy way out. And he
Right, but then they didn't do it. I mean, whatever they set up, they didn't actually make
Well, I mean,
it.
yeah, I mean, they obviously also contained it originally, but we're seeing how well that worked too. I want to. There has to be a better way than this. And kind of just stares at the book.
I mean, maybe we could force the Hollowed to. Hollowed is all about not having any links. Can we force it to make links?
I don't know.
What if we were to really piss it off, like have a personal grudge against us?
I don't know. Well, if we go that route, we're probably going to need your friend Zyson there. He seems really good at that.
I don't know. I pissed off. I pissed off Leonal pretty well, but
yeah, but he deserved it.
Yeah.
And as much as he can deserve anything, it's like, is he even him? Is there anything of him left?
Is there any way to get rid of it if it has consumed him?
I don't know. And probably something our old master probably didn't know, or otherwise he would have done it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we don't actually know the thing that isn't really related that was revealed right in the fight.
Yeah.
Which is that he also wants it for selfish reasons, which is not brainwash related.
A little bit of A, a little column B.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
It's like a personality flaw that the prophecy played on to do its manipulation.
Okay.
So, he's like, Silas, can you do me a favor here? He holds the book with the chain of light connecting to his heart. Can you release this from me? I want to do something with this book.
Boom.
Yeah, this is plot thing.
There's the blade, and it goes straight through his straight through the chain,
and it just shatters into light.
Yep.
And you just see Millen just take a deep breath and
easy.
And it's just you see more his magic chains versus his heart chains kind of start circling around it, and then he kind of closes his hand, and they kind of constrict around the book, kind of straining for a moment, and then and the book basically disappears. Disappears in motes of like purple motes. And disperses, and he kind of collects it into like a little ball of something.
What'd you do?
Unmade it. Technically, it's like a careful application of a reversed of a banishment thing. So I just banished its physical form, aka the form it actually needs to be a prophecy. So it's just some of the leftover energy from it now. No one else has to be at risk of falling into it like Leonal did, though. And he kind of grabs the thing and kind of, or rather, his chains kind of real, and it kind of floats nearby him. I figure it might be useful later in this, much more useful in this form.
I guess. It's just a lot of darkness, isn't it?
Yeah, but the Hallowed is neither light nor darkness nor even true nothingness like nobodies are. It's something else.
I don't think nobodies are nothingness.
They have a connection to it. It's
like
really
they have all this. They're like nothings, but like they're just like bodies.
Look, I am. He's about to. He stops himself and is like, and chuckles. Look, we'll have this debate when we survive this. All right. He smiles to you, like in a genuine that, and like it kind of feels like that's his way of saying, okay, we're gonna get through this because we have to finish this discussion.
Sure. So there's a world-ending monstrosity up there that wants to end the world and probably us.
What is it, Tuesday?
Yeah, well.
He shoots you a little shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
All right, and that's when you kind of cut back to the berating, and it's like Leonal is just kind of on his knees, clutching his head. It's like, what went wrong? What did I do? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What do you do, Zeistund?
Zyson's probably going to continue to taunt and go, oh, what didn't you miss? Perhaps you should have got your own head out of your ass. We looked at other options. Pick better candidates for your so-called prophecy. I mean, putting yourself at the Tyrant of Light, that's a good move, man. Thumbs up there.
Wow. Zeistund is savage right now.
Yes.
Savage. It puts a powerful blow.
At that point, as you are proceeding to lay down a verbal smackdown like you're in a rap battle, that's when...
Laying the smackdown on his candy ass.
That's when Janox and Laura both arrive up in the room. As the two of you enter the chamber, you see in front of you, I like to picture, this is my mental picture, I know this is not actually what's happening, but I just like to picture Zeistund pointing at Leonal and full-heartedly laughing at him, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of energy there. Just laying down a verbal smackdown on Leonal as he kind of clutching his head, muttering, like he's barely intelligible kind of thing at this point. Like he seems to have lost it. And there is a floating Triforce crown thing. I just say that because it's a 2-dimensional but 3D object floating in the air, glowing with light.
Yeah. So Zyson's actually going to take the crown and go, "Hey, good news! Prophecy is useless."
I was introducing you in the scene.
Okay.
I didn't know if you heard me or not.
No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah. I was just describing the scene as Leonal is clutching his head, muttering seemingly insanely to himself. Mm-hmm. There is a floating, glowing crown in the air, and there is a Zeistund mocking said Leonal.
What did you do?
Well, good news. This prophecy's bullshit. He's gonna grab the crown and throw it to them.
You can't grab it. It's like you try to grab it and it just doesn't move and nothing happens.
Well, of course it's bullshit. All prophecies are bullshit.
If only.
Do you want?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, we lost connection there. I tried switching to a more reliable network, see if that would fix things, so.
Okay. Alright, I was like, I look over at Zeistund and go, what did you do to him?
Well, mostly he did it to himself. I'm just rubbing the salt in the wounds.
As the two of you kind of walk over to Zeistund, Laura, the world around you seems to kind of grow dim.
Yes.
And as you kind of look at the crown, you hear just like a whisper on the edge of your senses. It's just like it's like a calling to you kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You hear like change everything.
Well, how's she?
And I'm whispering too quietly to be picked up on the mic. I need to do a stage whisper. You hear a whisper. You could change everything. Checked your fate. Make the world how you want it to be. And it seems to be drawing you towards that floating, glowing crown. What do you do?
Well, we could tell you were whispering this time, but not exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, I heard
All
you
right.
can change everything and then nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say it's whispering, but we'll know it's what it actually is. It says you can. It's basically calling to her. It says you can change the world, reject your fate, and remake the world as you see fit. So what do you do, Lara?
I'm gonna step towards the crown.
Okay. So both of you see Laura suddenly she looks a little transfixed by the crown, and she is walking slowly towards it. Her hand started to raise. What do you two do?
Zyson's going to do the wave hand in front of face like, Laura, you okay, hon? You're spacing out.
I kind of snap back a moment.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying you're?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm attentive. I'm back.
yeah. And you are still hearing those whispers at the edge of your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very subliminal a feeling.
Did Nell give you her special brownies?
What special brownies?
Hey, that's a lot of fun, but I think she was busy fighting.
It's Nell.
Never mind.
There's always brownies involved, even if there's fighting, especially if there's fighting.
Oh, excellent.
She, for crying out loud, that's how she started fighting Janox, was via appearing in a cake.
Oh yeah, it was good cake. Solid cake, 10 out of 10.
Except for it was hollow.
It's a waifu cake.
Anyways.
Anyway, you okay there? You were chirping out.
Yeah. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, I think I defeated this guy enough. I'll head upstairs.
So, as the three of you head upstairs, Laura feels the pull once more. Probably the strongest it's been so far.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
I wasn't actually going to head straight upstairs. I was probably going to go over and try and catch what Leonal was blathering on about. And that could be
It's
kind of
mostly either way. Well, either way, it's.
I think it would work best for them to go upstairs so I can have kind of like the moment with the crown.
Well, they can do what they choose to do. Like this is the thing. Either way, it's once Zyston specifically starts heading towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, Janox, you do not have the same pull on Lara. It'd be different if it was Larksa.
Yeah, that was specifically
I
the
get
only
that.
reason
No,
that
I'm not-
she.
I get where you're going with the plot.
Are we still like shipping Larksa and Janox here?
I would not just be leaving Leonal blathering on the floor unless I figure out at least something about it. So if that's how I'm distracted for a sec.
Yeah, you hear him just saying like, "How could this be? This isn't right. This isn't what it is. The prophecy is true. It has to be true. It has to be there. This is real. This is real. This is real. Why is it not real? Why is it kind of that kind of nature? It's just this constant stream of just blathering about this isn't right. This wasn't what it was supposed to be, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why Zyson's leaving.
I'm having these weird thoughts lately.
None of that.
But yeah, this is why Zyson's leaving them, because it is meaner to leave him in this state.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what is going on here. So
What
yeah.
a jerk.
You as you hear the pull in, just the voice, the voice that you're everything kind of a little louder, and just saying, "You could save everyone. They don't have to perish. You can defy prophecies you did not choose."
Mm-hmm. I think I step forward and I reach out to touch the crown.
All right. Zyston, you don't get to notice this because you're kind of walking away, so you don't hear her say,
Yeah.
"Ooh, crown."
I never said "ooh, crown."
I know, that was just me. he still wouldn't hear it if you didn't say it either.
Well, please, though, baby.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not gonna
why.
pretend.
You said, I get it now.
Yeah.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say.
It's the thing I reference every game.
Every day. It's not just every game. It's every day. It's always.
Well, the game is apparently consuming his thoughts. It's good for
Oh,
us. Maybe not. Maybe kind
this
of
was
annoying.
pre-game. He's been doing this for as long as I've known him.
Maybe. Oh well, the game was
Maybe-
destiny.
Maybe
How cruel! How
maybe
cruel
Kingdom
that he was
Hearts is a
obsessed-
prophecy.
Yeah. How cruel that he would be obsessed and then deny other people their destiny.
So, Janok, you look up and you see Laura reaching for the crown. Anyways, I'm gonna give you one chance to do something.
I'm probably gonna call out to her, going, Laura, hey, what's going on? I'll start like getting to my feet, but I imagine at this point
That's not gonna be enough. Basically, the only thing if you had out and out tried to tackle her, that may have switched the may have switched the odds. But so yeah, she touches it, and there is a pillar of light kind of engulfing her. Dyson, you notice this?
Dyson's gonna have a confused look on his face as he sees this big, like, solar flare that he just missed. Like, what's happening? Turns around.
Yeah, you see, and it kind of the glow kind of recedes into, and you see Laura standing there. And basically a glowing crown kind of appeared on her head, and just has this extremely bright like aura radiating off of her.
Mm-hmm.
Zyson's gonna say a little defeated that he's like, the prophecy's bullshit. He's like,
Oh, is that related to the logos?
well,
And you hear a ethereal voice shout forth, "All hail the tyrant of light!"
hail King Arthur! Long live the king!
No, we're not at that point yet. That hasn't happened yet. What do you two do?
It's very unknightly to steal your lord and liege's name, identity, and crown. Identity theft is very unknightly.
You went down to the Keyblade. Alright, anyway.
Besides the crown on her head, does she look any different?
I mean, she's glowing, and not in the sense like she's pregnant.
Not this game.
Yeah.
Not this universe. Not this universe.
And she also has,
yeah.
I think this is a what is it? The dive to the heart or whatever thing of just kind of sensing what's going on.
Yeah, deep dive.
Yeah, if I could do the same, I would like to.
I'm gonna give it to Zyson because this is kind of he has the most stake here.
Yep.
So.
Stuff. No, that's fair.
I never deep dive, so let me look at what I need to do.
Roll plus heart.
All right. Let me look.
Which is worse than mine, which is saying something.
Your heart's plus 1. It's not bad.
It's weird. Oddly, his one heart link is with me, not Laura.
6. I'm going to spend a link to make that a 7.
All right. What link are you going to spend? Laura's already spent it.
Yeah. Does this need to be relevant?
Yeah, it does for you.
All right.
Other persona.
Ooh, let's see.
Yeah, you do have that link with Larksa.
I think that's the one I'm going to spend is the Larxa link.
And all right, you get to ask one of these questions. What here can I use to blank? What here is not as it seems? What's the best way out of this situation? What is the biggest threat here, and what was done here recently?
I guess what has done here recently that would probably be.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, I guess that's kind of the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna work with your intent here. Like, you want to know more, like what is specifically. And what I'm gonna actually play out this little bit here, and I will kind of give you the proper interpretation of things. Leonal is kind of like actually kind of like I pictured you were kind of crouched looking at trying to look at Leonal. He kind of snaps up and tries to jump up and grab Lara and start shaking her and just starts shouting, "It should have been me! It should have been me! It should have been me!" The crown kind of glows and suddenly it shoots a little beam at Leonal, and there's just suddenly a little crown, glowing crown on his forehead, and he suddenly starts bowing, and he says, all hail the queen, all hail the tyrant of light."
That's not creepy at all.
Oh
So,
no.
how I'm going to run this mechanically is, Lara, you are in control, but you have a strong, persuasive voice in you that's going to be trying to push you to doing the things that it wants you to do.
Okay.
So that's basically, I'm going to be giving you little GM hints about what it wants you to do, and if you fight it too hard, it might require a push through stress.
Okay.
So, but yeah, basically, what you get from this Zyson is that the tyranny of light was that, as you were told from Leonal, was that the world would be preserved, but its freedom would be lost.
Okay.
And apparently the prophecy was not about... The one that he thought was not part of the prophecy was actually the prophecy's intended host to the tyranny of light.
Right. Well,
part of mind control maybe partly going, oh, well, I failed, but hey, this is also someone who I can help them. Or just plain out outright mind control.
Hey, bitch queen, give me back my girlfriend.
You're still in character. I'm not controlling your character here. You're still you.
I know.
So he just called you bitch queen. Give me my girlfriend back. So what do you say?
I don't know.
What does Laura say to that? What does Laura react to your boyfriend calling you bitch queen?
I am not a bitch queen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought the crown thing was never mind.
I mean, what did you do to... I point at Leonal.
You hear a voice in your head and saying, "Does not understand." Did you guys hear that?
I heard the...
Yeah. At a meta level, I heard what you said. But...
Okay, I'm just making sure it's audible for the viewers. Like, I'm not supposed to be secretly saying it. Like, it's not... Like, you guys are going to be aware for storyteller reasons what's going on. You can make him...
Maybe just, soft speak and not whisper.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not used to stage whispers and such.
Yeah, no, I get how you do.
You can make him understand. He'd never leave you. What do you do?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, come on!
I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you at all because I have big headphones in.
You hear it whisper, he doesn't understand. He doesn't believe you. You can make him understand, and he would never leave. Be with you forever.
No, you're...
Did I go too quiet?
Yes.
I heard that one.
What you said.
All right.
Your girl...
He doesn't understand. He doesn't believe you. You can make him understand, and then he would never leave.
I'm not going to force him to stay.
Could be easy. He would understand. You're not forcing him to do anything. You're just making him realize what he really wants.
Now, I kind of imagine that this conversation right now is sort of in sort of a dive to the heart situation.
Okay, yeah, okay, you know what? We're doing this we're gonna just go kind of, like, the camera kind of pans into Laura's eyes, and it kind of
Yep.
goes to the black, and then you kind of descends down to the dive to the heart, and you see Laura. Half your thing is kind of in a weird state because like pieces are definitely missing, and there's you that's kind of wreathed in shadow because you are still technically a heartless, and then like a glowing light version of you is the version that kind of represents the tyranny.
Yes.
So this is we're just kind of going down here to this.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. What was the last thing you said?
I'm not going to force him to stay.
Yes. All right. You're not forcing him. You're just making him understand what he really wants.
And what do you think he wants?
He wants you. He wants to serve you. You have the power. Take what you want. Make the world better as you see fit.
I'm not going to.
You're broken. Make yourself whole.
I am not broken.
You are half of what you should be. You can fill in those empty pieces.
I don't need you for that.
It's just kind of... Alright, I'm gonna have you roll push through stress. Well, thematically, it is... You're gonna roll with your Dark Links, which is actually very good for you.
Okay.
Because Laura has a lot of hate.
Mm-hmm.
So roll plus
Not
3.
anger.
No, plus 4. Plus 4. It's not plus 3. That's just Janox.
Second, let me get this. Discord is one of the only apps that is not shutting down every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Right. +2.
Plus 4.
+4?
You have 4 Dark Links.
Wow.
Wow.
Well.
Okay. You kind of just like... Alright, I'm just gonna look up what you're... I'm just gonna maximize this so I can actually just read them from over here. You just it just crosses, your brain kind of traces through those links. You just see echoes of the Forgotten Master, Leonal, Morgana. I guess it probably should have been +3, but still, you still succeed, because I think you changed your link with Sohoi, and I forgot to update that. But you just see these people, like people who you opposed.
Mm-hmm.
People you fought against, but just the idea of... And you just kind of courses through your head that, these people I fight against and hate, but I don't control them. I don't make them dance to like my like puppet strings.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see like there is like broken pieces and holes on your like dive to the heart stained glass, and it just suddenly you just see like darkness actually emerging from it.
Can I form a Dark Link, by the way?
With
myself? The crown?
It's not person enough to, I feel like, to actually establish a link.
I can't form a link. Okay.
It's more like this is more like an abstraction of its magical influence than an actual person. Like, if it wasn't for, like, if this thing was intended to be an entity onto its own, sure. But, it's kind of, this is more of a revealing a struggle going on within.
You can't make a link with the book. Sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of the shadows kind of emerge from that and kind of like cutting it off. So you get to choose 2 from the list. I assume I just kind of went forward like you were succeeded at what you're attempting. So you can either take +1 forward, ask a question about the scene, or gain an advantageous position.
Sorry. Succeeded what you were attempting.
I'm assuming you're already picking that because I figured that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, succeeded what you were attempting. And gain an advantageous position.
Okay, yeah. So basically, your dark walls kind of start caging it back in, and it's kind of like it's kind of flinching. It's kind of like it can't seem to cross it. You have you have the power. Wield it. Make the world better. Defy your destiny. Save your king.
And that's the point.
What?
I could save him.
Is that a accepting or is that a...
That is a accepting.
Okay.
Because that is the point.
So we kind of zoom out
and you.
Her she blinks and her eyes have turned golden.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just shining like yellow light.
You're in the middle? Oh no.
Is this good?
So are you going to attempt to... What are you going to attempt to do now then?
No yet.
Well, the thing, it is pushing you to basically enthrall anyone and everyone, basically, is its big motivation right now.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm going to do.
Okay. This is a complicated thing, because you have accepted at one level, but you're still fighting against its primary directive.
Yes, I am. Basically, I'm accepting what it could give me.
Alright. So I'm going to do this in a complicated multi-step thing. I'm going to have you roll plus mastery links.
Okay. Which is +2, right?
4. You have a lot of links. Honestly, when it gets down to it, the only one you have a really bad chance is the light links.
Which she's the tyranny of light, so hey, this works out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting in touch with her light side, whether she wants to or not.
11.
Yep. So, yeah, so it's just like, you're kind of, you feel it pressing in on you, but it's like, you kind of breathe in deep and calm, and just remember, your brain kind of goes to both Merlin's, Archimedes, Nimue, and all you've learned and all you've kind of grasped before, and you kind of stay stoic in the face of its demands and outrage, and it's just like, don't you see, it's the only way. They can't be trusted. They can't succeed this way. You can't win this way. It's for the greater good.
I'm not going to hurt them.
Can we do anything while this is going on, or is this all like happening instantly?
This is like the moment her eyes
kind of
are open.
Yeah, like this is internal. Like this is kind of happening all in an instant kind of thing. Like eventually, if this comes down to an actual fight, like this is the point, or like I will, because of her stuff. If she rolls badly, you can spend links to help, because you have presence in her. And because of that one move.
Okay,
Alright, I'm going to have you roll +3, because those are your heart links.
Me?
Yep.
Alright.
Didn't you say mastery?
No, this is another different roll.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to laugh if I get a 10. Because I've gotten 12, 11, and if I get a 10, I'm going to laugh. Nine. It's still going down. Jane, you are in the dark.
Oh yeah, it's dark time for them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess it's slowly light fading. I might want to turn on my
Yeah.
Just maybe.
All right, so Lara's right now sitting at a 9. Does anyone want to spend a link to boost that up?
Sure, I will, because
I would also.
Let's look at
needed, but if Dyson is.
Well, I would say, Jane, you might be in a better position because you have a locked link with Lara that has not been spent, whereas Zyson has spent like everything.
Yeah, I think I should spend mine here.
Yep. Also, let me quick check on Laura. Well, that actually, because of what that does. What the fudge? Why did it go like that? Oh, no, not down there. There. Okay. Well, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead on Lara because you've been rolling so many 10 pluses. Oh. Why is it showing that? Oh, those are just locked links. Those aren't spent links. My bad. You're actually doing good. Okay, yep. So that you're spending the Lara link pushes up to a 10, and Lara holds
and I'm pretty
strong.
sure my Lara link is locked. So.
Yep, it is. I wouldn't have asked you to. I would have suggested it if it wasn't locked.
Excellent.
So yeah, so you kind of just weather it, and it's like it kind of you feel it. It's like you just kind of look into yourself, and just like you just realize those things, those connections you've seen reflected. You see yourself in like Janox, even in Jafar and Maleficent. You've seen bits of yourself reflected, not necessarily good parts, not necessarily bad parts, and you just like you feel these. Who am I to say? Kind of confidence filling you up, holding true against the tyranny of light. As it kind of withers away, is like, so you would let him just die?
It's like there's a part of me that's like, if she didn't just let Arthur die, he would probably kill her.
Don't worry, you would have the power just to write him out of the narrative.
And then what'll happen?
It's your story to tell. That's basically what it's saying. It's like you get to determine the story. You get to be the GM.
He's giving you minor GM powers.
So I just want to know what you say here.
I'm trying to think still.
Yeah, I know. No.
That's not what he would want.
All right. Here's the hardest roll for you. Roll plus light link. So roll plus 2.
Okay.
Because this
Still
is
not bad.
No. Like roll. This is like if it weren't for the fact that you I probably.
I swear I had -2 last session.
Well, these were all your number of links. This is a special roll. This isn't rolling your stats. This is rolling your connections to people.
Yes. Oh, okay. So it's because it's a special session.
Yeah, basically this is I'm using your links to everyone else as kind of the measure of how well you can control yourself in this, because this thing is about basically kind of reversing the nature of links, which
10.
All right. Hey, you rolled 12, 11, 9, 10. So you just got the last two mixed up.
Yes, I did.
But yeah, so with that, it's like you kind of you grab its power. Not like the full power that would require you to be a tyrannical dictator thing, but you have kind of locked into the tyranny of light, like its power, and you're kind of a wave of light kind of emerges, covers up the thing, and your like the holes that were left from where that Larksa left are made whole once more, and you see this wave of hearts kind of flowing off into the ether.
Yes.
Hopefully to rejoin with their bodies if they had nobodies, to be reborn once more.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, you guys, Laura's eyes and the crown return to normal, and the crown dissipates. But you feel you have this magical basically this super magical battery of light right now.
Yes.
Whether it's permanent or not, who knows, but it's just a narrative fact about you for the remainder of this game.
Mm-hmm. How much is left of the
So-
game?
It's
I was
the
gonna
11th
say, is
hour-
this the
it's-
last session?
no, there's
Oh.
we're gonna defeat the Hollow in like 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That's probably going to be next week.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point, and it's a good pacing. So, but yeah, the glowing light fades. Leonal kind of collapses down. He stops praising her very existence.
Yeah, stop being a simply annulled. All right. Zyson's going to run up to her and go, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm okay.
Scared me for a little bit there. You're all glowy and,
Don't worry about me.
Well, we do. That's part of being a team.
Yeah, I guess.
I wasn't too worried. I knew you could take care of yourself. Takes more than a shiny new headgear to take away my girl.
Aw.
Anyway,
We
we
should
got
probably
a
go catch up with Sohway. He's
we got a hollowed thing to eat.
All right.
So I think we're gonna cut up to Silas and Millen as you guys are kind of finally reached the top of the tower, and above you, you see the massive glowing sphere that is the Hallowed's prison, and you arrived just in time to see the bands of light, shadow, and the nobody thorns around it shatter. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Yeah, like I say, I went into this session not a lot of idea of how it was going to fall because there was a lot of possibilities. It could have been like, oh yeah, Lara just powered through and didn't touch the thing. Or Lara touched the thing and now you guys are fighting Lara in an epic duel. Or Lara's going to make the power her own in a way that doesn't compromise her true nature. Or we're going to lose Jane to the realm of darkness.
Oh man!
No, Jane's back.
there we go. I'm back to the light here.
But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to reveal this on air. So the prophecy that Leonal thing. I'm going to just explain this here because this is something that you would never come up with in game, but it is kind of hinted at here. So, the first step, once the Apprentice of the Lost rises up to face the darkened star. The Apprentice of the Lost, he thought was Sohoi, is actually Janox. And the darkened star was the Forgotten Master.
I'm adrift without anchor. Or Sohoi is.
Actually, no.
No?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Once the Keeper of Darkness follows the example of their old friend, he thought that was Millen, and that meant Millen had to follow Sohoi up to fight the Hollowed. The Keeper of Darkness is actually Zystend. And like following the example of his old friend, like Janox, he stood to face again one of the last two masters alone.
I see.
Once the Undying Ember faces the one they owe their existence to, though they desire their destruction, he thought that was Janox, who was facing against the Forgotten Master, was Sohoi, because Sohoi wouldn't exist without the presence of the Hollowed. Like, your entire
Oh, okay.
state of
I
being
see.
is... And the hollow
So the
definitely
three of us
desires
all
your
got shuffled
destruction.
around.
Hmm.
Lastly, once the Adrift Without Anchor shatters their chains trying to reject prophecy. That was why Millen decided to just break down shattered the chain that bound the Umbra logos to him. And
Okay.
so that's the actual prophecy steps that are happening to kind of like. So they actually did happen. They just didn't happen in the way that Leonal interpreted it, leading to his epic breakdown.
Yeah, so I can still make fun of Leonal.
Because you're a jerk.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so. And that also gives me time to actually figure out what in the world that means the contained tyranny does for Lara.
And I am also imagine Leonal after this whole thing's just passed out.
Oh yeah, he is passed out right now. How much of his mind remains is yet to be seen.
Maybe we'll come across him again in a optional boss fight, or he turns into a boat.
Anyways.
Your bosses don't immediately turn into boats? Come on.
So yes, as always, you can join our Discord with link down in the description to chat with us and discuss the channel or channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. Like, what's your favorite insult to give Master Leonal? You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show, Carl. Links below to their DeviantArt and Ko-fi account. Finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So, to those watching us in the past, present, and future, friends don't let friends do prophecy. And good night.